Hey, it's Phil Ratcliffe, and thanks for joining in today. As we mentioned last week, got a great guest today, Glen Williams. He's here with Ship It Same Day, and I think you're going to enjoy what we have to tell you because, you know, when I first met him a few years ago, I really hadn't heard about it, and even when I thought about it, I had a lot of misperceptions. So, Glen, thanks so much for being here.
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about what you do, how you do it, and even just about same-day shipping.
Sure. We have 40 drivers in Columbus. We do on-demand work. We do route work. We do mail pickups. We deliver all over the state and even beyond. We do Pittsburgh, West Virginia, Indianapolis, any of the major states that we're touching, and we've even gone as far as New York City and Austin, Texas.
On the same day?
Well, not Austin, Texas in the same
day. Well, I
meant
New York, yeah. Austin, Texas is rough, yeah.
Yeah, we can get to New York the same day for sure. So.
Awesome. Awesome. So, you know, when we look at this, I think a lot of people think that next day air is the fastest because all they've really dealt with is the United States Postal Service or UPS or FedEx, and that's all you got, right? And that's pretty expensive.
It can be expensive, especially in town, in state. You sometimes will pay less money to use us and get your product, important documents to your clients in the same day for cheaper than UPS next day.
Yeah. I mean, I noticed that because, I mean, we get like a big company discount, you know, for being on like TD Ameritrade's like bulk thing.
Right.
But when I've used you guys for same day versus their next day, it's actually like the same price or cheaper.
Correct.
And when I look at my personal account and try to ship it through FedEx or something, it's like 2.5 times.
Yeah.
So even a regular consumer would actually save money with you guys getting it there faster.
And impress their clients by getting it there today instead of tomorrow, maybe, if FedEx gets it there tomorrow.
That's cool. That's cool. So, you know, one of the things I learned about you is like, you got into this industry, then you owned your own business, and then now you're working for Ship the Same Day. Yep. And me and you talk a lot, and I hear you guys brag about what you do. So tell us, you know, what's different about you guys, and you know, versus everyone else.
We have very low turnover in our drivers because first of all, we're very busy. We have a lot of big clients in Columbus, and we're also in Pittsburgh as well. All of our guys are clean cut. They're uniformed. They have ID badges. They're well spoken. They're professional, and that kind of is the basis of what differentiates us from other of our competitors. Not only that, but we are HIPAA compliant. We're certified in bloodborne pathogens. So we do a lot of medical. Yeah. But we're not just relegated to medical. I mean, we work with T-shirt companies. We work with printers, auto dealerships that deliver auto parts.
And they need something to fix something and don't need it to take multiple days.
And you go back to FedEx again and you talk about shipping costs. A lot of that, if you're delivering T-shirts or auto parts, they're so heavy that to ship them through FedEx is super expensive.
And you guys, if you're going around and you're carrying stuff anyways, as long as that person doesn't want something so big it takes up the whole car,
correct,
or truck, or
but that's a good point too, because now we also have cargo vans, so we can do palletized material.
Cool.
We don't do it a lot. We don't consider ourselves a shipper, but we can fit palletized material into our cargo vans.
So I know a couple of business owners that you guys work with too, and I know that, you know, the story of when they switched to you before, you know, a lot of, you know, same-day shipping companies, it's just like, almost like moonlighters. Like now, many of you may have seen like the Amazon Prime Now people. I mean, that's fine, it's great and all, but it's really a crapshoot on who are you going to get.
Right.
And if it's something really important, it's like you're handing it off to that, and then that guy or girl is going to show up at that person's office. It's nice to have somebody that's professional, trained, going to be in a uniform, have a name badge. You just feel a lot more comfortable that your stuff is going to be safe and standardized.
And that's huge. And I was talking to someone earlier this morning about what's the difference between using you and we already have a courier. Well, are you happy with it?
Yeah.
And that was one of my favorite new clients. Was I went into a business and I said, "Are you happy with the courier you're using?" And the woman behind the counter said, "Let me get the owner." And I signed them that day because they were happy.
Yeah.
And I was able to.
Most of the time, the gatekeeper just shuts you down, so they're waiting for you.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes you fall backwards into it, but once you're able to prove yourselves, even if I can just say, let me do it once or twice, and show you the difference between who you're using now and what Ship It Same Day offers, it's a pretty easy switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and the technology we have is such that you can go online, place an order, get a quote immediately. You don't even have to call us.
Well, and it's so nice too. I know that, I mean, we do a lot of stuff electronically, but every once in a while we use you guys, and
Sure.
I think you're just like us in the fact that you don't require a contract. So it's like, there's no strings attached.
Correct.
Just try it.
Yeah, try
and
it.
see if
you
it
like.
works.
I mean, some
and
of
you're
our
not
clients,
locked in, right?
Yeah, some of our clients require contracts. A lot of them.
But if you're going to lock them into like
Sure.
low prices or something.
And they want a guarantee of what the volume's going to be and what the pricing's going to be, and that's fine. But like you said, try us out.
Yeah.
And we never make anyone sign a contract.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you that you're going to be highly satisfied with what we do.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So, you know, when I think about this, I always like stories and practical applications. So, what businesses and services like benefit the most that you've dealt with?
Sure.
With your services.
Medical is pretty big. We do infusion pump deliveries. We do medical deliveries for hospice care. We do individuals that need medical delivered, whether it's pharmaceuticals or medical products.
Okay.
That type of thing. I mean, that's kind of where the industry sprang from.
Yeah.
But like I said,
Because they need it now.
Because
and then
they need it now, and they
secure
definitely need
private.
it today. And with the HIPAA compliance that we instill into our drivers and train in our drivers every year, they have to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
But there's such an expansion outside of medical of people that need stuff, whether it's client information like you guys have us deliver for you.
Sure.
CPAs use us, lawyers use us to do filings at courts, especially like they don't want to send someone to Delaware court system.
They're paying $200 an hour or something like that.
Right, yeah. and they don't want to send someone out of their office because first of all it's a liability.
Yeah. So now it's like a company car, and you may not have the commercial insurance on them or something.
Correct,
Yeah.
correct. And now you've also if you're sending someone from Columbus to Delaware, you've also lost that employee out of your office for
Productivity.
2 hours. But like I said, automotive. I mean, we deliver auto parts. We deliver
Well, there
T-shirts.
was just someone last week that we were talking about that was going to send one of their expensive employees to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Like-
That was an architecture firm, and
Yeah.
they called us out of the blue, and we had a contact with you guys, and said, "Hey, call Glenn."
Yeah,
They'll-
absolutely.
and they did.
That's a
And,
win-win.
Hey, can you go to Pittsburgh today? I'm
Yeah.
like, absolutely. Matter of fact, we're going to Pittsburgh 4 different times today.
Wow,
So it's
that's
not
cool.
like I said. I mean, we deliver all over the state. We do a lot of stuff that's hyper local too.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's 5 miles across the block or
Yeah,
10 miles across the city, or 150 miles to Akron,
cool.
and we do it all.
So I was thinking about this earlier, and I always like thinking about the future, but I think
Yeah.
people's expectations for getting things faster and immediate gratification,
Sure.
like we were talking earlier about Prime Now or what so. So what opportunities or what so do you see from that with your all's business?
Well, one of the things we're doing in 2018 is we're going to offer only 2 options for
Mhm.
delivery. It's going to be on demand, we need it picked up within an hour and delivered immediately,
Mm-hmm.
or custom.
Mm-hmm.
You do whatever you want. You tell us you want it picked up by 5 o'clock and delivered by 6. You want it delivered to Pittsburgh before 4 o'clock because we have a deadline.
Yeah.
And so it really puts it in the hands of our clients to say, we need it now,
Sure.
or we need to customize it because there's a special window that it needs delivered in, and that way it just simplifies it for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Still same day service, but you can also order out. You can say, we'll have something ready next Monday that needs picked up at 8 o'clock and delivered by 9.
Gotcha.
And we want to make sure that's in the books.
I imagine
you're
that
ready
gets
for it.
better and better because technology's getting better, so your routing can take
Sure.
all those orders you're getting and try to organize them into the most efficient for your drivers.
Absolutely,
So,
absolutely, and that's another thing we do. Outside of those 2 options,
Mm-hmm.
we also do routes. I mean, we have clients that have 7
You
different
tell me about
locations
that, where you're
through the
taking over
city.
people's mail.
Yeah, so we're
delivery and
delivering
stuff.
inter-office mail, or we'll go to their mail drop box and pick up their mail and bring it to their office.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of these intricate things, not intricate, but extraneous things that you just don't know how to make it happen without using an employee.
Yeah.
Well, we can do it. And that's kind of the magic of it. And we even say, okay, you need a driver for 3 hours. We'll give you a driver for 3 hours. We won't charge you anything except for our hourly rate, and you can have the driver go and do multiple deliveries throughout the city or throughout the state, and you're just paying one flat fee.
That's cool.
So yeah, I mean, we make it easy for the clients to manipulate it however they want.
Yeah. Well, let's do a little teeny screen share. I just
Sure.
want the clients to see your all's website. You guys got a nice website here, and when you look on here, one of the things that I was impressed with is like after we're onto there, we can go into there just like you've got your FedEx thing or your USPS, and you can log in and you can put your order in.
Correct.
Done.
Correct.
You know, and so I encourage you guys if you're around here or what so. Just give them a ring, call Glenn. We've been putting his information up on the screen, and have it as a tool in your tool belt to use you guys when it's necessary. And then, where my cursor is, there we go. Then you can just go to where you can log in and do it.
Yeah, and you get an automatic quote. You never have to call us unless you want to. Unless you want to just talk.
You're
to me.
old school, and or it's something unique maybe.
Well, and you can track your packages. You can see when it's been picked up. You can get an ETA as to when it's going to be delivered. So if your client says, "Where's my package?" you just have to go on the website. It takes you that quickly. Just pull up the address, pull up the order, and say, "Oh, he's right around the corner. He'll be there in 10 minutes."
Yeah.
So tracking is easy. Ordering is super easy. You always get a quote before you put the order in. You say, "Oh, that's cheaper than I thought."
Yeah.
Excellent. Put it through.
Was there any last thing you'd like to leave us with? Best way to contact you?
You can always call me if you have any questions about the company. My cell phone number is 614-397-7491. You can always email me at gwilliams@shipitsameday.com.
Awesome.
And we're always ready to take on new clients and show them how we can make it happen for them, whether they want to use us 4 times a year or 40 times a day.
Yeah.
We treat all our clients the same, so it doesn't matter.
I agree. I mean, we're more of an online company, but still, we use you when we do, and it's awesome. And it's, again, like I said, a good tool to have in the tool belt. So call Glenn. He's a great guy. He'll explain it to you. I've never seen him ever be a high, pushy person. So you will just enjoy your meeting just like you probably enjoyed watching us talk right now. So thank you guys so much for joining in, spending part of your week with us. Hopefully you have a great weekend. Don't call off sick on Monday. Super Bowl watchers.
Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, I was reading some article about that this morning. So anyways, have a great weekend. Join us next week. We're going to have our own William Martinez and Tony Jones talking about some of the new capabilities we've got with college planning and funding and a bunch of great free, up-to-date information. Even beyond our services or what, so tune in. So have a great weekend and good luck to your team.
Thanks.